Yo, boys, we're back with another awful World of Warcraft worst game in the, content section right now. Like usual, we got to get that out of the way. Now, you guys keep telling me about, how the game is bad. This is a daily occurrence. You know, understand what I'm saying? If you don't say WoW is bad at least once a day, then you're obviously a PvEer and you're probably playing a DH right now or a Win-Mediocre. But in this situation, all we're going to be doing is running my assassination build, and we're going to be running the trinket. So what you're going to do is you're going to use your trinket to get trinkets, and then you're going to use your vendetta when they have no trinket, and then you're going to kill them. Because your trinket basically hits for like 50 Ks. It's like pretty bugged right now. So this build overall is really good. I'd still think with Rogue, like in Dragonflight, if this build is even a thing. I saw an update on Venruki where they upgraded HP again. So I don't know if we're gonna have like 250 KHP or 300 KHP. That was a really bad move, especially when we're already gonna have 200 KHP. Now, I don't want damping games, but I also don't want one shot. So if this allows Blizzard to like be flexible with us not getting two shotted, I'm fine with that. So basically, my middle mouse next to my gouge, Kingsbane is a super insane ability. I usually use it on my burst. So usually you want to use it on the opener, and then you want to use it a 1 minute later. So you want to like basically use it in the opener with all your bleeds, and then the second go use it on your burst, and then also be shivving. You get two shivs and you get Kingsbane, which is really insane with this build. So you're basically every single kidney you're getting damage because of the double shiv. Overall, really good build. I think this build is going to be really good. Now, I have tried playing sub and it's still really bad. I definitely don't like playing it. It's like almost impossible to kill anything without my trinket. But like I said again, this is pre-patch, so it is what it is. I've been playing a lot of Wrath, but I think I'm done with Wrath. I just don't think it's worth farming all of it just to queue with looking for group and just be like have bored. Like I had friends that were gonna play it and then they quit. It's like, do I really want to do all that work PVE just to go through looking for group and not have fun at all? Especially as a rogue. As a rogue, you get two options. I'm not like a healer or I can't be flexible. I either play with the mage or I play with the shadow priest or like a healer. And if you're not on sync, then you're not gonna kill anything as a rogue. So it's like there's not really a point of me doing it. Just kind of not worth it. Rather just wait till Dragon Flute. Now in this situation, I think we end up both just dying to the Warlock in the opener here. So this is a game to where I think so. I think we would legit just both die here. So we were both behind the pillar, yeah, and we end up just getting, you know, absolutely farmed. So that game was fun, not a bad game. Now all that's queuing in pre-patch right now is DH. You have a lot of Warlocks, and what else is there? I mean, I see a few assassination rogues, but I don't really face that many that are good. They kind of just flop, or they just kidney the on the. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Here I end up, opening. Now, same thing. You just use your trinket. So my goal was to try to just get trinket without using anything, and then just use everything on my go. And that's just so much overkill that's not impossible to survive. So as you can see, I used Shiv and I used Kingbane on the opener, and we get a really solid setup. As you can see, he's kind of just dying. He's just hard stuck at 30% of HP, even though he's spam healing himself. And that's now we procced Wall of Air. Bach just now decides to fear me, so they end up getting my cloak and my Vaniush. I'm using the 100% crit legendary at the moment. To be honest, it doesn't really affect this build that much. I mean, it's good to have for the extra damage, but it's not like it gives you. It's not like you would need it. So if like this was Dragonflight, it wouldn't be that bad. Like the build's still good. You don't even need a legendary, I'd say, with this build. It's just like complete bleed. You're just bleeding like the entire time. So as you can see, we got Trinket there. We still have our Trinket and Vendetta at this point. We just put both down and they pretty much, now we could wait till Kingsbane, which is probably what we're waiting for, so we're gonna do this. I actually don't even think I do it this time because I forget about that button. So I do it late, and as you can see, my trinket didn't proc yet, and he still just died. There's unless his lock was like right on top of him, maybe he could have got swap off, but we take those dubs. And fresh out the box, not gonna lie about that one. But yeah, I've been kind of just stumped of WoW. I've logged on WoW and I just don't know what to do. I've already gotten a DH to like 1800, and it was good to play for a little bit, and then it just got kind of boring. Because then you're just facing max gear people that are either hard stuck 1800 with 2100 gear, or they're just like testing new things out and one-shotting. I'm just ready for live to come out, but that doesn't come out till the 28th. I am playing a little bit of Overwatch 2, since it's like the only thing I can play. Since Wrath is just pointless at this point. So as you can see, I end up blazing him out on accident. I didn't even mean to, and I end up getting him out. So I accidentally blazed him because I was spamming that. But I'm not used to spamming Shift W for my sap, and I ended up just, I just clicked the wrong button, and I actually got him out. So we take those. I end up killing him here. We end up getting Trinket, and at this point, we still have our Trinket and Vendetta. I DR blind him here on his A bomb. All my guy has to do is survive his A bomb. I think this is where my guy actually DCs while I'm 1v1ing the DK, and we almost lose. We would have lost if I died. So I think my bleeds end up killing him. Because this build is really bad when you don't have like a cooldown. So like there I shouldn't use as you can see here, even with, or maybe I don't know if this is a game or not. So I end up this is where I shouldn't have used my trinket. I thought it would have just been over. Obviously, my guy still has bubble, and I have cloak, and I have there'd be no situation where he can kill us because he doesn't have a bomb. And then my guy has the great idea to just randomly DC. Now, if I had my trinket, he would have been dead right there, but I didn't because I wasn't really caring at the moment. So I'm just chilling. I'm trying to kill this guy. I'm just peeving him down a little bit, and pretty much that's all there is to it. You're just peeving him down, and that's it. So this is where my guy DCs, or he DCs sometime. I don't know when he DC. Maybe we just kill him here. Maybe I think he just lay on hands and up though. I'm pretty sure. Or did we kill him? I don't remember. I'm not gonna lie. It's 4 o'clock. I haven't slept and I'm tired. So this is where he DCs right here. Look at this guy's HP. So I'm trying to get him down and he just keeps healing himself for like 10%. So I end up not killing him, and I was like, okay, my guy's just gonna take him out, and I'm like, bro, he's at 1%. Thankfully, he didn't get a heal off, because if he got that one heal, he would have been saved. Because my guy legit DC'd for like an hour. Here's a situation where I end up opening Priest. Now, with this build, I don't know. I don't really like going healers with Relentless. Now, in Dragonflight, everyone's gonna have Relentless, which is a huge nerf to Rogue, especially on like Saps off Fear and Saps off Cyclones. Kinda sucks. But overall, it's not the end of the world. The worldiante as we know it. At this point, we get Druid's Trinket for free on a kidney that didn't matter. My guy Cyclone, he ends up swapping it. We're not in Discord. This is the Looking for Group Druid. But at this point, we got Trinket, and all we would really need to do is blind the priest, and then kidney one-shot him, and by the time he gets out of my blind, the Druid is dead, especially with my Trinket and my Vendetta, is what I'm gonna call it. Now, even without the trinket here, the haste trinket's probably a lot better. So, like, whenever this trinket gets nerfed, the haste trinket's a lot better. You're getting a lot of extra haste, which I already have a lot of haste. So, at this point, we're kind of just delaying the inevitability, Ante. Now, if my guy can land a clone, that works too. I'm not sure what I'm setting up for. I think I'm just, like, peeving down. I'm listening to some hardcore music, some motivational music. I'm listening to some like Transformers music, at the end of the movies, that those Transformiante, Musiante, and that's basically how that goes. But I don't know when we're gonna Kenny. I really don't. I really wish we would have already Kennyed, but I think he cycloned him, and we ended up not getting my Kenny off there. So we end up just Kennying him with no CC, and as you can see, my trinket proximate about 40%, and he gets taken out. This guy, the problem with Priest right now is they can solo you, as you can see in my last video, or my other video, I don't remember. But as you can see here, my guy's kind of getting soloed. He almost ends up dying to this Priest. So he's getting soloed here. He ends up getting mind games, I'm pretty sure. Let's see what's goody here. I end up killing him here. So my guy's still dying to air. And at this point, he kind of can't win, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Maybe he can. You never know nowadays with WoW going on. But I am excited for Dragonflight. Now, the good news is I am going to be going to physical therapy soon, which means I'll be having a lot longer streams, 7 hour, 10-hour streams. I've been waiting 2.5 years to getting to, actually start fixing my back. Because if you guys didn't know, I have a disc problem to where it's like, it's really screwed up. So I need to get it fixed. And we're gonna be able to start getting it fixed finally after almost 3 years, and I'm 20 years old. I've had it since I was 17 of doctors not letting me try to fix it myself, and now they finally realize, oh well, it's not gonna manually fix itself, is it now, buddy? Alrighty then. So now I get to finally try to fix it myself, and hopefully the physical therapy works, because don't really want to get surgery at 20 years old, especially when it's a disc problem. So it's not like there's a lot of risks to getting surgery. But honestly, I'm gonna be straight. If physical therapy doesn't fix my back and I get the option to do surgery, guess what? I'm going under. And if you don't see me again, GG, no resituation. Now I already have my name. Make sure if you want my name, you're gonna have to pay for it. So we'll figure out a price, Yante. But you know, it's going to be somewhere around, and same with the YouTube channel. You could take over the YouTube channel, make your own content, just voiceover like usual. Pretty free, not going to lie about that one. But onto the video here. As you can see, we end up killing. I using my trinket to get disperse, and at that point, I don't think Shadow Priest run fade, so now they don't have fade. So at this point, because as you can see, he faded at the starter there to like he tried to act like he had it, but he didn't have it. So at this point, all we would have to do is just full send him, full burst, and at that point, he's not going to be able to survive. Even if he swaps, I'm pretty sure he couldn't survive it. I'm like 90% sure unless like they perma CC me. Now, if the druid like peels, stuns, cyclones, and then does a bunch of CC, then they can live it. But as you can see, the damage right here with Vanish and Kingsbane, it's like, yeah. But by the time the druid even realized his teammate was dead, it was already GG, no resituation. And that's how that goes. Obviously, everyone else tries to 1v or 2v1 us. Now, listen, if you're not playing a rogue or anything that can one-shot physically, just leave. Don't, you're going to be put in a video. You don't want to embarrass you in front of thousands of people because I'm famous. If you didn't know that, you do now. I am famous. The most Googled person on the planet right now, if you would look me up on the WoW section. But for this game, this was not a fun game. This guy ended up pre-going up in the air, so I'm not even going to sap the Warlock. Because usually when I face Warlocks, I just go Priest or I go the Healer or anybody but the Warlock, because Warlocks are unkillable. So this guy ends up pre-going up in the air when both of us are in stealth, which is probably the worst thing you can do. The reason is we're both in stealth, so it's not like we've done anything yet. I end up DR killing him. I ended up just throwing everything because I was like, bro, I honestly didn't really expect us to win this. Really, it's a Warlock, so it's like, it's already like a 90-10. He should win this, and especially with Rez, this the guy's on top of playing with a Warlock. He's playing the Rez Legendary or the talent. I don't know if it's the talent or the I don't know. All I know is extra not fun. And then you're just gonna be saving your gouge for now. The reason the bad thing about running a ward is I have gouge. So if you're facing a rogue, especially like, it's not really good. Because if I just save Gouge for your ward, then it's not a big deal. And that's really the only time you're using Gouge. Now, you can use Gouge for, like, pre-setups. As you can see, I end up pre-shiving him here. He goes, this is a good go up in there because he went up there on Shiv, which would have been good if I didn't have two of them. So, if I had two of them, I obviously would have played different. But when you have basically unlimited Shivs, you can kind of play however you want. So, we end up actually killing him here. He ends up almost surviving. Since they only have one Serenity now, he's forced to actually cast, which before he didn't have to cast at all. So now they're forced to cast, which a lot of Holy Priests are really confused on, fade casting, because as a healer, especially on full cooldowns, you're needed to fade cast in order to stay alive. Unfortunately, I was really good. I was like, yo, this is our 1800 game for the Druid, and this was a good time to be alive. Unfortunately, I was wrong. As soon as I saw him click res, I said, GG, no re. This was terrible. Horrific and not fun. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you're playing a priest out there, don't run res, especially when you're playing with a warlock. Not only are you playing the most scumbag cop in the game, but if you're playing res on top of that, you're gonna get a lot of backlash. I wouldn't be surprised if you're getting a message every other game. So this guy goes up in the air again, which is, it's okay. The reason going up in the air is kind of good there is, you know, I don't know. I really don't. At this point, we're just kind of whining, and there's not much to do. I'm kind of just running from this guy and waiting for Vendetta, because if I stay out there for more than 2 seconds, as you can see, we're both legit just dying, and there's nothing I can do about it. And my guy's a Wrestler Druid is which is incredible actually. I've never seen a Wrestler Druid ever in my entire life. I have my I have my macros and everything switched on Wrath. So I'm so used to Wrath buttons that I don't even realize this guy instantly trinketed at 100% before I even clicked anything. Now what he should have done is he should have trinketed after I put my Resonator down. Because at this point I have Resonator and Vendetta coming up. There's no way you're going to survive it. Now if I just save Trinket in this situation, unless I legit have to Trinket, this guy's using Curian and he's using Mind Games. What a crazy build. This guy is Curian and Mind Games. Jesus. Imagine if he played that right. Stun into Mind Games Curian. Oh, Christ. So we end up killing him here, and we end up getting a dub. We were really scared here, because if my guy dies in this situation, I lose instantly. Warlocks can't lose one. If a Warlock ever loses a 1v1, unless it's versus another Warlock, listen, you might as well, like... thankfully, he was from Ragnaros, so I kind of knew he was, what's the word? Going to fail at killing the X. There's only a few people that can kill the X, and unfortunately, he's not one. Ragnar Lothbrok is not the one. I am Jesus himself, like you. So at this point, we're just PVing him down. I'm super tired right now. It's already 4:30. I haven't slept in about 21 hours. What time is it? It's 4:16, and somebody just texted me on the phone. So while we're just waiting to PV him down, I'm just gonna check the phone here. Who texted me? Yo, bro. Yeah, what's up? And at this point, we're just kind of waiting for him to die. I don't really know what else to say here. Sometimes you just gotta go with your gut, and if you need a PV, you need a PV. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys want to see next. And, have the pain and suffering with me, boys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace, peace.